everybody. How you doing? Jonathan Lipp here from the Big Apple Film Festival, hanging out in Tribeca today with Tommy Avallone, the director of I Am Santa Claus, which premiered at the Hollywood Film Festival and is now on Netflix.
Correct.
So I just want to ask you, first of all, if you can tell us a little bit about I Am Santa Claus.
Oh, I Am Santa Claus was, we enjoyed it. We followed around 5 real bearded Santas and found out what they do when they're not being Santa Claus. And one of those guys was Mick Foley, professional wrestler and WWE Hall of Famer.
Nice.
It's cool.
Let me ask you, once you premiered at the Hollywood Film Festival, what did you do from there to go about marketing the film to eventually get it onto Netflix?
Yeah, well, we were very fortunate that we had a deal through Virgil Films and Morgan Spurlock before we went to the Hollywood Film Festival. We just wanted like a premiere. So Morgan pointed us to Virgil Films, and Virgil Films then sold it to Netflix. And it was, I don't want to say it was easy because it wasn't at all, but we were just fortunate to have Morgan on our side.
Yeah, and can I ask you, how did you go about attaching Morgan Spurlock to the project?
It was weird. So 3 years prior, I produced a movie called Miss December that was playing at the Philadelphia Film Festival. And we had a mutual friend, this guy named Toothpick. Toothpick did the Super Size Me theme song. Okay. He does music for all our movies. And me and Morgan started talking, and I told Morgan, I said, I watch all these movies about docs, and his name just appears to be on it. You know, like especially if a superhero, What Would Jesus Buy, Last Cup, and how's that happen? He's like, well, if there's a good movie and I can help out, like, I attach myself to it, like in a good way, you know? So I told him I had this idea for a Santa Claus documentary, and I met with his producer, and 3 years later, I was in his office with a finished movie with Mick Foley, and we put it out.
That's so great.
Yeah.
Did you go theatrical first?
We did a very small theatrical release. It was 14 different cities, just a one-day, a small release, but we were out there.
Okay. Most of the people that watch this program are emerging filmmakers.
Okay.
So how would you recommend promoting a film theatrically? What's the best way to, or is theatrical a necessity, you think, before going to Netflix?
Yeah, you know, sometimes theatrical's tough, right? A lot of times you want that 1 week thing, so that way you could be, like a 1 week in New York, 1 week in LA, so that way you can be in, like, qualify for certain things, and sometimes you can get a little bit more for your VOD or streaming rights if you're a theatrical release. But sometimes it just kind of hurts you to. You don't make money theatrically, but it gets you in a better position for other situations.
Right.
So it's weird, you know.
Would you say that theatrical helps you develop the fan base, so that ultimately you can?
You just get like a higher positioning on different streaming websites if you're theatrical.
I got you.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
But the marketing of it, you know, was tough for us because Mick like tweeted out and stuff like that. But we had different Santas in different places. So when we had a Santa in Detroit, we did well in Detroit. You know, we had a Santa in Texas, we did good in Texas. New York, Philly, LA. But you know, St. Louis, I don't think anyone came. You know.
Okay.
So it's just tough. It's just different areas.
Cool. Yeah. All right. Well, Tommy Avallone from I Am Santa Claus. Thank you so much.
And I also produced Ghost Heads, which is at Tribeca.
And produced Ghost Heads, which is playing at Tribeca. And let me just ask you real quick about Ghost Heads.
Sure.
Clearly, there's a target market for a film like this.
Yeah.
How important is it to have a target audience when planning to do a film?
Yeah, I mean, like, when it comes down to it, we want to find interesting characters to tell interesting stories. And if you could do that in a world like Santa Claus or Ghostbuster fans that are already established a fan base, it's sometimes better to do that because you already have an audience there. Right. You know, we're not trying to make a behind the scenes on Ghostbusters. We just want to show interesting characters that live in that world. So sometimes it's good, sometimes, you know. Yeah. And what are your plans for Ghost Heads after Tribeca? It will be out in some capacity during the same time as the new Ghostbusters movie. Awesome. Oh, okay, so you purposely aligning it with the new Ghostbusters? Yeah, we have a really great relationship with Sony and Ghost Corp, so we'll be doing something with them in some way. Awesome. Yeah. Cool. Well, thank you very much, Tom Avallone. I Am Santa Claus, and of course the new film Ghost Heads premiering at Tribeca. Yes. Thank you so much. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you.